Powered by Riverside FM.
Welcome right back to Choey and Jandler's The Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Choey!
Welcome, Chandler. My dad would be like, quit playing with your dinghy.
Tommy Boy, classic. Did I tell you, remember the unfortunate time though when COVID hit and we were mostly like isolated? But I watched Tommy Boy over COVID time, and I hadn't seen Tommy Boy in since we were in high school. Still funny as can be, man. That at least for me, maybe my sense of humor didn't grow up, but that movie traveled. You know, I'm still laughing hysterically.
I recently shared the love. The Almost Heroes DVD with Matthew Perry and Chris Farley.
Yeah.
There's some dudes that I work with on the weekend, and so I was like, I kept telling them about it. I was like, dude, I gotta get. So I let them borrow it last weekend, and I talked to them today, and they're like, dude, that's a funny movie. And I was like, I told you, man. I was like, it's crazy.
Did they say drinking has its benefits?
They were talking about when Chris Farley's about to get hanged. He was like, "You can kiss my Harry." I was like, my favorite line is I named this fork Pittsburgh Nelly for the Welsh whore.
They can do things with her bad arm that makes you forget about
that thing on her neck.
Good arm that makes you forget about her bad arm.
That was it makes you forget about the thing on her neck, and he's all laughing. He's like, okay.
It wasn't polishing the old Peter, eh? Who does that for me?
So does that. Okay. No, that's not what I meant.
Anyway. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the holidays, sir.
Here are today's effing holidays.
All right, so August 29th, nearing the end of the month, last Friday of the month. Today is National Sports Day, which seems to be just in time for college football to officially start, even though there's college football games going on this week. But get your game face on and join the celebration of National Sports Day. From friendly matches to cheering on your favorite team, let's keep the spirit of sports alive. Doesn't say it here, but next weekend, being Labor Day weekend, is almost probably at least nationally renowned fantasy football draft weekend. You know, it's when a lot of people do their drafts. I know you already did yours early.
Yeah, because my kids wants to do this little draft, and we let him, and he don't get it. If it happens 3 times in a row where he dominates the regular season and somehow loses
in
the playoffs, I'm gonna be like, this done, man. That's like God's sign to tell you, don't do this.
The Dak Prescott of fantasy football, man. Win when it
doesn't hurts. That hurts. I'm worried.
Also, it's according to Hoyle Day. Let's honor the rules of the game on according to Hoyle Day, because sometimes playing by the book leads to winning hand. It's some kind of card game, just so you know. I've never played Hoyle Day. I've never played Hoyle. Have you? I'm going to guess no. Choey walked away. Left me with dead air. Hope he's all right, guys. This guy. Keep recording and we'll just cut out this little silence. Yeah, you walked away, dude.
Yeah, I thought you could hear me the whole time.
No, I could.
I could hear you. I was telling you, like, Hoyle. It's the brand of cards. It's like the.
Oh, okay.
It's the brand, because for a second when I saw it, I was like, Hoyle. You know what? Immediately thought it was the O'Doyle rules from Billy Madison. And so I was like, Hoyle Day. Somebody paid to get that done.
I thought Hoyle was like a card game, like Pinochle or something, you know. And you're like, no, it's the brand. Now that makes a lot more sense.
It's like honestly, now that I think about it, I don't even know other brands. Not that I memorize card thing, but it's like the ones that normally you get where it's got the big old ace of spades on the box.
Yeah. All right, hey, well, we're gonna move on. Thanks for enlightening myself as well. But
Hoyle rules.
Hoyle. Before we get to the headlines, we got one quick thing here.
Yeah, I bet you have a quick thing. Oh, hey.
6 days into the new school year, and a student broke my pencil sharpener. So I had to buy another one. So that's taps to the New Year pencil sharpener. We had to get another one. apparently, I don't blame the student as much because student is like on the spectrum, fixated with the whole, the motor, but just she just kept over sharpening the pencil.
You're just- so I have a so thank you for taking me like on like the roller coaster of emotions right there, because like I was like, oh, okay, I make some sort of smart aleck comment, and then like I was like, oh, something died. So I felt like a real big jerk. And then you're like, oh, okay, it's a pencil sharpener. And so I'm like, all right, what a big deal. Not a big deal. And then you're like, the kid's autistic. So it's like, oh, okay, like what the heck, man? Like,
You, you,
woo.
you know what I thought of when it broke is one of the friends line that Chandler told Joey, you have to stop when there's resistance, with like the Q-tip. But I
The
wanted like
Q-tip thing.
I was like, she got fixated on it, but just but she would just be, and I told my collab partner, I was like, part of it's my fault because I'm teaching and I wasn't over there like, because she'd get it distract her and it allowed me to do what I needed to do, right? And it just so happened she broke the pencil sharpener. So now when she's in there, we got her a little handheld pencil sharpener, so she's not supposed to use mine. Actually, she apparently broke that already. And so we're just
So,
gonna give her 3 pencil sharpeners, and I'm gonna hide mine and be like, yeah, you can't use that one.
so I want to
So
make sure that I preface this next like little kind of tirade in the fact that I'm not saying anything about the student that you have in your class, so nobody gets offended by it. However, if you took that same set of statements that you made about the student being fixated on the vibration and you place that with a child of like the 18 years plus variety, that would make a whole lot of different like meaning as to far like she got fixated on the vibration and it helped her to focus on something different.
you you
I'm
you
just saying.
really I'm saying going back to season 3, what I'm just gonna be saying is you're really pushing for that Choey and Chandler after dark.
Well, I'm just saying that's why I made sure to clearly articulate, like Ross says,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with speaking correctly. So I'm like, make sure
Enunciate.
nobody thinks I'm talking about the child of which you is in your class that's fixated on the vibration of the new thing and therefore gets the handheld one instead.
Yeah, huh?
That was all like I gotta hold it,
You're like
don't say nothing right now.
you're like Mazel Tov. Anyway, this week's
Oh,
headlines,
cheers.
Joseph.
It's time for this week's edition of Choey and Jandler's headlines. Yay! Hooray!
All right. So this week, first thing I need to did I tell you about my nicknames at school yet?
No.
Okay, so the the first time I went to school over the summer, right, to like start
Yeah.
moving stuff in, one of my vice principals, I thought he called me Scott as we were walking in, like him. It was him and the other vice principal. And in my back, I don't know if you've ever like sometimes you hear it and you're like, well, did I hear it correctly? Maybe it's just me, right? And
Yeah.
he did it. Then he did it again, and so I was like, "Hey, my name's Jandler. It's not Scott, right?" And he's like, "Okay." Like I wanted to be like nice. I was hoping I wasn't mean about it, but since then, I started to joke, and I had like a name tag that was like not Scott. I would just do stuff like that, and so it's kind of stuck. And then because I don't go by Jandler because that's not my first name.
Yeah.
It's like I go by my middle name, Muriel, right? At school. So like they can't find me on my email anyway. So then when they're like, but I know it's not Scott, so how do we find him? One of my third grade teachers, she thought my name was Zach. Or she was calling me not Zach. And I'm like, where'd that come from? So she explained it, and I'm just like, so there's all these like nicknames. People can't figure out who I am. And I was like,
Not Zach.
well, I'll tell you later because it makes sense when you know my real name. If you think about it. But I want to give
Not
you my
it.
real name, yeah. So
No, I get. I'm trying to figure out now what the real name, like not your pseudonym. Like I'm like, wait a second. Like,
you'll figure it out. Like I said, when I tell you, you'll be like, oh, because I figured it out too.
like the
After
Zach attack. Are we gonna have an episode like that? That'd be totally cool though.
that'd be cool. Hey, do you
The
see
Zach
these?
attack. Do, 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 do. Oh,
Hey,
that's still the Friends thing.
do you see my screen right now?
Say it
Can
again.
can you see the screen right now?
I can. However, you're kind of breaking up a little bit yourself.
Oh, that's messed up.
There you are. You're good now.
Well, I'll you know what? I'll try and put that in on the YouTube stuff. So my next bit of headlines is things that only can happen to Jandler. And so I had these gifs of these people being klutzes, right? It's similar to the striptease movie story where I put it away on the shelf and I knocked over like 5 shelves. When we were in high school, we had our convocation. We were dressing up like our school was doing sports. That was our theme. And so I got some eye black, right? And so I go to school early and I'm like, I go to the bathroom and I pull off the lid of the eye black. And when I did it, somehow I managed to rip like the top part of the eye black off. But like, so I'm in the bathroom, I'm juggling this, right? I don't know if you ever handled eye black, right? Like baseball, like, that as soon as you touch it, it gets everywhere, right? Like it gets on your hands. So I'm like
Yeah.
juggling because I don't want to get it on my shirt. I get it all over my hands. I get it all over the sink. I'm getting it like over the walls. I'm just like, it's to me, I'm laughing because somehow I did this when I don't know, somehow I bumped open the sink. The sink's running. There's just black ink everywhere, and I'm just trying not to get it on my clothes. And I'm laughing. I'm like, dude, if people could see this, they'd be like hysterically laughing at me. But did you ever see Dumb and Dumberer? Like when they did that prequel when they
No.
were kids? Oh, they had some good. The movie wasn't great, but they had some good parts. But there's like a part where the guy that was Jeff Daniels' young young counterpart or whatever, right? Which it was Harry. I think Harry was the guy with the hair. I
Yeah,
think
because
Lloyd.
Jim Carrey was Lloyd Christmas.
Yeah, so I think it was Harry. But anyway, like so young Harry went to this girl's house to like study or whatever, right? And he goes to the bathroom and he had like a candy bar. And somehow like the candy bar, like I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, but he got the candy bar like started melting. So it started getting chocolate everywhere. But it looked like poop. Right? Like it just looked like but so like when he leaves, there's just brown stuff all over the bathroom. And Bob Saget was the girl's dad, and he's like, "There's poop everywhere." Like, of course, he wasn't saying poop, but it was just I was just laughing. But that's what I was thinking. Like, there's ink everywhere, man. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
I gotta
Only me,
send you.
right?
I gotta send you something I sent to my brother earlier today about that word, the vulgar
Yeah.
derivative of poop. It was actually a pretty good thing I saw.
The 4-letter word.
Yeah,
Can you see
it
the
was actually
screen right
pretty
now?
good.
Can you see the screen right now, Choey?
Yes.
Okay. So my third bit of headlines is this right here is when delivery people just don't understand spatial reasoning. I was talking to White Gandalf on the phone. This was about 2 weeks ago. And it took me 20 like so people that can't see this photo, I got delivered I ordered some stools for the classroom. And the box they came in was actually wider than the box that they put this in at my apartment. So it took me like 20 to 30 minutes to get it out. I'm talking to White Gandalf on the phone and I'm cussing because I was told like this is it's peeving me off, bro. Um, but I was like, clearly whoever put this in there, they were getting resistance from again, we're talking about resistance. You have to stop when there's resistance from the what do you want to call it? The drop off box itself. So if you can't fit it in there, man, obviously it's gonna be a lot harder for me to get it out. So they should have just easily just taken it to my apartment people and just, hey, we'll leave this here. That would have been the smart thing. But I'm talking to again White Gandalf. And I was like, this is like, oh my gosh, now I can't even think of that math. This is like Common Core math people. It's like it doesn't fit, man. Stop doing it. Stop just shoving it in there. Oh,
like Nate Bargatze talks about it, like, oh, there you go. There's old math right there. Why don't we stop right there? It's like, no, got to keep going.
exactly. But I was just like, this SOB here, this man or woman, whoever did this, it really chapped my goat, man, on that one Sunday evening.
You know what really gets my goat?
Oh,
Phil Dunphy.
yeah.
Phil. Love you, Phil. You know what
But,
gets my goat, Claire?
have you ever seen anything like that? Like, when they drop off a package and you're like, oh my gosh.
No, because I'm just like, damn, like it's squished in there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even like. I can just
And-
imagine like you pushing it up against the door, and then the door like pushes back it like shut because you're hitting the hinge, and it's like,
Well, let's
what?
say it
What
was.
the?
Let's say it was like I don't know, 2 feet wide, 4 feet tall. I mean, it's probably like 3 feet tall, 1.5 feet wide. I don't know, right? But so this is the wide side. So there were times like I kind of start wedging it out, right? And then I try and pick up, like like to try and get the back. See, I couldn't get any leverage from the back because if I picked it up, it immediately touched the ceiling of the box, right? So it was just like I said, it was a nightmare. And I was just like, whoever did this ruined my day. I was like, come on, people. But
and, you know, and you know that dude that dropped is like sucks to be you.
yeah, he's like, my job's done. Ace Ventura when he had that in the beginning. What is it? I don't know. Sounds like glass.
It's done, and you're like, he checks it in on his little Amazon app, dropped off, takes a picture, and he's like, all right, we're out.
Good stuff though, right? At least we can laugh about it later. It wasn't funny. It's like your snake story. It wasn't funny when it was happening.
No, it's not funny at all when it's happening. It's not funny at all.
But later,
You know
you're like,
what?
how it's
You know what though? You know what? Like, you know what's funny about the word snake is that can take me completely out of like, oh hey, no, like most things I laugh at. I'm like, oh no. Snakes is like it mellows it out.
What
Nope.
what do you think mellows it out more, snake or shark? Is it snake
Well,
for you?
I don't know.
Because you see, snakes are more likely since you're not, foot,
Yeah.
in the water.
I don't know though, because like I tell you what, I get paranoid as all like when I'm in an ocean. I'm like, where's it coming from? Where's it coming? And I've never seen a shark like in the wild ever. You know how like people are like, oh, I caught a shark. Look, so I was at the pier and somebody caught a shark. I've never ever seen a shark in its natural habitat, like on its own. I've seen them in the aquariums. I've seen them on TV.
If you're
Never
with me in
ever seen a
Hawaii,
shark.
you could have come. You could have gone shark diving with me, and then you've seen it.
Fudge that.
You'd have been like, "Hey, all right." So that's it for my headlines. But I do have a herd alert. Can you give me the noise, sir?
Herd alert.
Yeah, herd alert. Um, so I saw one of the they got explained. We rotate, right? Third grade, so I have my homeroom, and then I end up with 3 different classes, right? So they're like I have 72 kids, and I pretty much learned who all they are, their first names at least. I don't know their
72
last
kids.
names.
What are you, a professional football player?
I know, right? I'm Sean Kemp, bro. Um,
Him or what's his name? Travis
Scotty
Henry.
Scotty Pippen had a lot too. I didn't know about Travis Henry, but
Travis Henry was the running back, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
and so
he
was
had like
Derrick Henry.
11. He had like 11 kids from 10 different chicks. It's like, hey, dude, like,
Every away game, huh?
I mean, they invent condoms for a reason, homeboy. Like, it
Yeah.
is what it is.
But no, so anyway,
Anyways.
one of the students was walking. We were going to lunch, so we rotate after specials, and then I really take it's the second class. It's not my homeroom. I take them to lunch because they're with me when it's lunchtime. And I see this one of the students there. She has she has an ice pack on her mouth, and I was like, what happened? She's like, oh, I went to drink my water bottle, and the little top on the water bottle hurt my tooth, and I was just like, okay. So I was just like, in my head, I was like, well, man, these kids, it's like a plastic top. She's like, ah. So
You'll be such a sissy.
I know, right? Well, another girl I think Friday, she's like, my tooth is wiggling. I was like, well, that means it's coming out. It's gonna be replaced by an adult tooth here soon, and you'll get like a nice gift card from Choey.
Two fairies moving up, and these interest rates kind of a little tight though. So we might get like a CD, like little certificate of deposit that you can cash in here in 5 years.
You think it'd be funny if the Tooth Fairy started giving out IOUs? That'd be kind of like that would be like a good short digital short for us, IOU.
Hey, here's a Tooth Fairy. Yeah, I'm gonna take this right now, but I'm gonna get you on the back end, like I promise.
Or maybe we'll get South Park will do an episode where icicles after the tooth fairy. Are you legal? Are you allowed to be here? Get out. All right, that's all the headlines I got. You got any headlines you want to talk about? You want to take a quick break?
We can do a break.
All right. I forgot we had a deep thought sound in here. All right, break time. Hey, no offense to the Republic of Lithuania, Poland, Israel, and Bangladesh, but obviously I haven't updated the song yet, and probably gonna wait at least till half the season before I do it. But so we'll just keep shouting them out. But dude, the
We're on a
song's gonna
budget,
get a lot longer. Song's gonna get a lot longer.
We say prost, Gumby, cheers mate, and cheers mate again, or simply cheers. Sometimes it's all toss Santa, other times it's cheers up. You effing hoser, you effing hoser. We also say sawday, salute saluti, or tagay, skull. Let's all say Nazdarovia in the Russian way. In Vietnam we shout out yo, Walugi Wawa makes South Africa glow. In Portugal, it's a solid soul. In Budno, Ukraine's here to stay. In Thailand we clink and shout out Sean. Then back to the bar till the liquor's gone. For Jamaica, it's allowed you mourn. No matter the place, we drink till dawn. In India we say cheers, or body hole. Hungary says he just did it, don't go too slow. New Caledonia joins in with a la boat, let it flow. In Taiwan we shout out Ganbei, and Singapore says Yam Sing all the way. Cheers, cheers around the world.
People are like, it's a good
This,
song.
I mean, this, oh, wait, you have to kill that off a little bit. I said that.
Yeah.
This song though, like I swear, like it's like when I was like, yeah, like I don't know, like it's like Sublime, Post Malone, country, like all rolled
Yeah.
together.
And, and I
good.
would tell you, White Gandalf likes it too, because he says it's kind of like he likes it, the fusion of like some, because he's not really a country guy, right?
Yeah,
But he likes the rock sound with it, the like the instruments and
it
the
honestly,
hip-hop beat stuff.
like
It
you heard
bumps.
the Post Malone, Morgan Wallen, I had some help.
Yeah.
It kind of gives that vibe, but like it's like a slower. It's not as fast paced version.
I
good.
like that one. I think they did one together too, like "Pour Me a Drink." No,
I
it's
think
not Morgan Wallen. That's Blake Shelton and Post Malone.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good one too. But all right, we'll turn over to Morgan real quick.
Hi there, I'm here to help Choey and Jandler to read an advertisement for BuyBlacket.com. Please shop BuyBlacket.com. Are you looking for unique gifts at unbeatable prices? Then look no further. BuyBlacket.com has quality merchandise for everyone on your list, from gifts for cat and dog lovers to American fans, beer enthusiasts, and even Jesus lovers. As for teachers, we didn't forget about you. Please don't miss our funny attire to brighten up your classroom. So bring a smile to your loved ones' faces and shop BuyBlacket.com today. Tell them Choey and Jandler sent you.
Hi there, Ryan Reynolds here on behalf of my friends Choey and Jandler. You may know me from movies where I either save the world or ruin Thanksgiving. But today, folks, I'm not here to sell you cologne, crypto, or questionable NFTs. I'm actually here to tell you about Fish.audio. This isn't really me talking right now. This is my voice, made by Fish.audio, which frankly is terrifying. It sounds exactly like me, and trust me, I've heard my voice in 87 trailers. This is better. Whether you're a podcaster with a potato microphone, a game developer building an army of space dolphins, or just lonely and want a perfect Morgan Freeman to read your grocery list out loud to you, Fish.audio has you covered. Fish.audio is easily one of the best voice generation platforms I have ever used, which is saying something, because I've done voiceover for a toothpaste brand in 4 languages I don't even speak. And speaking of that, Fish.audio is cross-lingual, which means it supports 13 different languages. Their amazing program also allows you to clone voices. Fish.audio make your voice legendary, or at least make my voice say weird things. I legally can't stop you either way.
I was listening to last week's episode on the car ride, And I swear, like every time I hear both of those ads, it sure sounds like Morgan Freeman and Ryan Reynolds. And I'm like, I have to remind myself, no, that's obviously it's AI, but like it sounds pretty cool. You know, a lot of authenticity to me anyway.
Well, it's very troublesome because it's like depending upon what you do, like you know the right stuff, you can like access anybody's crap. It's like, dang, man.
Yeah, I know. At least we're using the. At least I'm using it for just silliness, you know.
It's like Jandler's using it for the right reasons.
Yeah. All right, hey, couple things here. Did you get? Do you have a champion, Choey?
Do I have a champion Choey? Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Sorry.
Because if
Yes,
not, I gotta
I
go. Okay, because I got a couple things, but I'm gonna first start off with teachable moments with Jandler
Chandler
Bing.
Bing.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, Joseph, and other people around the world out there, but it's late. It's late August, and in South Texas, that means it's what outside, Choey? It's hot. It's hot. It's hot outside, and our recess is right after lunch. So our recess is 11:55 to 12:15. Like it's right midday, right? And it's just like it's the kind of heat where it's almost harder to breathe, you know, because it's like it's just hot wind in your face. And every time we line up, these kids are always like, Mr. Bing, I gotta go inside. I'm like, yeah, it's line up so we can all go inside. And then
You're like,
then we'll get
tell your buddies to line up then.
yeah, then we'll get inside. And I let them go get water. It's not like we're like teachers are like, no, you can't have water. But we go get water when we get inside. Choey, there are so many, like every single day I have about 2 or 3 kids. I gotta go to the nurse. I don't feel good. And I'm like, you're hot. Get some water. You're okay. You're okay. But it's no, every day though, it's just like it's hot. And I'm like, I know it's August.
You're like, when I was your age, I drank out of a water pipe in a concrete thing that was hot the first 2 minutes. Like if you drank it first, you were out of luck.
Yeah. You know, you do remind me of those water fountains that were outside. Good plan. I guess it was a good idea in theory, but like it was always like terrible water because you're just like, oh, and then it would kind of taste rusty sometimes, and you're just like, you're like, this is.
It tasted like butt, and then they was hot, so you have to sit there and push it. And then you always have the teacher that obviously, because I get it now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I want to get inside. So you're like, hurry up and drink some. And you're like, I don't want to drink the hot butt water.
Yeah,
like it's gross. You're all.
And then sometimes it was too hot, and you're like, can't have your thumb on the button because you're like, I can't hold it. It stings.
Yeah,
it's just,
like,
you're right. They don't know our pain, Choey.
They don't. But you know what though? That's why we won't get some sort of like, you know, like you suffer through things like that. We're not getting any sort of crazy disease that's going to kill us off. Like, you made it through and you didn't die or something, you're good. I'm only to like 150.
Can't wait to hear, like, it'd be nice if, like you said, your youngest, if Choey Jr. continues the podcast after we retire and everything, and if he starts telling stories when he's like 60. When back in my day, we only had cell phones and digital.
We had to get water from this filtered machine on the wall. Nobody brought it to us. There wasn't a robot bringing it to us.
Like, how dare you?
What?
Anyway, hey, I need your Dr. Cho hat, okay?
Okay.
Because you're gonna analyze a dream here.
Oh, it's always my fun self. I love this.
Yeah, analyze. So Dr. Cho, the Dream Weaver.
You know what I want to? I need to practice in between like episodes, like my Dr. Phil voice, so I can get that like real nasally.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. Right? Like, I can't even do Dr. Phil. I gotta figure that out.
You can still talk like that if you feel like it.
I just sound like I'm weird though.
All right, so it's kind of also kind of funny because last week we talked a little bit about what's going on with the Spurs, right, and the mayor and everything.
Yeah.
So I had this dream that actually it wasn't last night, it was the night before, that I was in a car with 3 women I don't know, right?
All right.
And I was sitting in the back. Remember, like in the 80s and the early 90s, remember you like sit in the back of like a car with no seatbelt? You're like in that, whatever that area is called. You know, like behind the back seat. Well, but it wasn't in the seat. You know what I mean? It's like where you put your groceries.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know, but so like I'm sitting there kind of bunched up on the side, and we're just like, and I just remember like having a discussion about the Spurs and the mayor in the dream, and I was just like, and I was explaining to these ladies what's going on. I was like, y'all don't get it. The mayor, if the Spurs leave, this is all this stuff's gonna happen in the economy. Like it's gonna ruin the city. Blah blah blah. So that's basically the dream. But I was just like, let me get Dr. Cho's impression.
First off, I want to like my personal opinion on like that whole situation. I'm so glad they finally signed that deal because I'm like, if this lady does that, hopefully we recall the votes and kick her out and then go back pleading to the Holt family and whatnot and say, please come back.
Well, they haven't signed it. There's a vote in November. Like it can still be voted down.
Well, yeah, but like she's actually approved. Like, I mean, from what I understand, like they still had to vote anyways, but like the deal is like going forward.
So they had a vote for this thing called a term sheet, right? Which I guess is like explaining how much money would be devoted and like what the cost and everything, right? And the city council, it's 10 members and then the mayor. So there's 11 people that vote. 7 voted for, 4 voted against. The mayor was one of the against. She actually voted against the term sheet. And
she has some issues.
Yeah, but anyway, so that was the dream.
Back to your dream. So I think what you're worried about being abandoned. Like obviously you have abandonment issues. You're worried about like since the Spurs are there, you obviously are worried about being abandoned by your black friends who like to play with baskets and balls. So like you might have some homosexual tendencies in there. And homosexual feelings towards black guys that have big balls and being abandoned by them. I think that's where we're at.
We have to bleep some of this out, man. Sure.
Well, there's no inappropriate words there. We're analyzing dreams. We're analyzing dreams. And so
and you know what?
I don't know how to make his voice. Like I would love to have a Dr. Phil voice.
What
are you doing? I don't know. It's like a crap Jerry Seinfeld.
You keep cutting me off, dude. But no, I was like, you also failed to put. Well, actually, you really know those women. Strange. I don't even know who they were. So now we have fear of abandonment. I guess I'm just like, hey,
you're being abandoned by your black friends while hanging out with prostitutes and whores, which is a good so it's like a good balance because you're trading out a few friends for 3 whores.
Have feelings too, Choey.
They do, but they're staying around. They're staying around to help you out. So, like, essentially, at the end of the day, your dream is that when your black friends leave you, and black and a couple white friends, because that's the Spurs, so it's a few white guys.
Yeah.
So when your black and your friend group leaves you, you still have female companionship. So you need to be able to nuzzle yourself within your female friends.
I can still put my thumb up on the highway and hitchhike, right? Is what you're saying. Gotcha.
No, you just nestle yourself in your female friends with benefits, and then you're gonna go. Just don't pay for them.
Oh, there's still hope. There's still
vote
hope.
Might not go your way, and then the females leave you too.
All right, so that was my dream, and great interpretation from yourself.
I should have my own show like that where people call it like Dear Choey instead of Dear Abby. What is my dream mean? I'm like something to do with sexual tension and abandonment. Just always. Doesn't matter what.
They're like the dream was about me coloring an apple, and you're like exactly sex.
I'm like exactly apple because the apple bottom jeans boots with the furs. Like that's how it goes.
Yeah, like seeds, fertility. Come on, man.
Exactly. There you go. Seeds, Johnny Appleseed, spreading himself out.
And you're like crayons.
Boots with the furs.
Crayons, they're phallic symbols or phallic symbols.
Yeah, exactly. It's like everything goes back to sex. And they're like, I don't think this does. This is actually about like getting sterilized. I'm like, what sterilization from what?
We're riffing, and as how we always do, but it reminds me of another Friends episode where Joey made everything about sex. And like, Joey, how do you do that? And he's like, it's really easy. Like grandma's apple pie.
That's kind of where like the Choey part came from. for me is because everything was more Joey with a little bit of Chandler, and yours was Chandler with a little bit of Choey.
Yeah,
A little bit of Joey, sorry.
Yeah, a little bit of Joey, because I'm the Jan. All right. Let's go, Chosa. What's happened this week?
Dude, so, okay.
We're ending on a positive note here, just for everyone knows. As Choey brings it.
Okay, so wait a second. Then we need to kill this episode right here, like right there. Like, okay. Here's the thing. Like, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf because I've realized, honestly, coming through the podcast, that I do have a lot of like negative tendencies to see it, but I feel like I frame it in like a realistic
way. Yeah.
Like, if you know what bad can happen, so you can prep for it, right? Like,
right.
Like a doomsday prepper, but not really. But my issue comes in like the over accommodation of things. Like, so how do I say it? I'm just gonna come on and say it. It is what it is.
You tried to
like don't do it. Like, if you have an issue with something, if you have something you want to tell people, say, hey guys, if you have this, then come and join us. If you don't show up. If you need to know about certain stuff, come show up. If you don't and you feel comfortable, don't show up. Don't come and say, hey, there's a training that's going to be amazing for you because you're new to the system. Everybody needs to show up. And then as you frame it like that, who's going to show? Everybody's going to show up. I'm new to the system. It's going to be great. Let's roll.
Yeah.
And then you show up. Because I had a training, and I told you a little bit about it like a couple weeks ago or a week or so ago. They're like, oh, it's going to be great. Everybody that's new needs to come through it because it's so beneficial. And they told me nothing that I knew, nothing that I didn't know. And it's like, so 3.5 hours, dude, 3.5 hours of nothing that I didn't know.
Hey,
let me rephrase it. Nothing that I didn't know pertaining to the job, because I found out about some people that I didn't really want to know anything about.
Right.
And their whole back life story. And I'm like, great. And I even told you, I don't even know what I did in the podcast. The whole starfish thing.
Yeah, last week.
I did, right?
To bring that up.
Oh my God. God.
By the way, Choey, don't be Jay-Z's 100th problem.
Oh. Go back
to the story. Going to that story, though, because I was listening to the episode last week, right? It's fun. So I named the episode last week because we had a joke about we're the best teacher podcast that records on Fridays. You know, with best, like, remember we made that little running joke? So that's what I named the podcast. The best teacher podcast, ... in the Northern Hemisphere or whatever on Friday.
Yeah.
But I realized we probably could have named it the one that comes full circle like the starfish. Because you started telling me the story about the lady brought up the starfish. And then she's just never talked about it.
She's never talked about it again.
And I was like,
never.
And I was thinking with you, and I don't know about you, but sometimes when I listen, actually every time I listen, I'm always like, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say that? Because I'm already thinking things, right? And I want to be like, I would have been like, what happened to the starfish? Now it's on my mind. And then I forget what happened at the end of the episode, but somehow we brought it back, and you're like, that's how you do it. You're like, that's the starfish, full circle.
Like, some of my favorite comedians will do a joke and they'll do some stuff and they'll keep going, and then they come back towards the end of it and they reference again, and that's how you do this. And I'm like, that's good, because you kind of like re-reference something you like did, and you do like the follow-up. Love that kind of comedy. This lady just started off with a starfish and never did it again. And I'm like, dude, I spent 20 minutes listening to you talk about something I don't need to know.
I still think it would have been funny if you'd have typed that in the chat. What happened to the starfish?
I'm like, what? So where's the starfish at? Because I read the poem, and is this the moral of the story? Because she interpreted that poem way different than I did.
And now, by the way, that was something else you brought up last week, and I'm not making fun of you because you brought it up multiple times, but you were just like, I don't think she understands what a moral of the story is, because you don't say something, and then you can't have like two different morals that contradict each other. That's what you kind of kept pulling out there. You're like,
well, yeah, it's like, It's like my favorite dude, my favorite philosopher of all time, Homer Simpson. Where it's like the speed couldn't do this, and then this speed, and you're like, the movie's called Speed. We get it. And he's like, I think it's called the bus that couldn't slow down. You're like, no, it's not. That's not. No, what? And then it's like some, and I laugh at like a lot of. I realized like a lot of the stuff that I laugh at or I think is like just fun is like stuff that just kind of like pulls me out of reality and is like I would never deal with that. Like some of my favorite movies, Expendables, Expendables 2, Expendables 3. I haven't watched Expendables 4 yet because I just can't find it for free because I'm not going to pay for it. But it's like crap movies. They're like, and my dad even told me, he was like, there's no point to that story. It's just people blowing up and like them saying they're like one-liners from like their other movies. And I'm like, yes, it's a movie. It's a movie. Like it's not real.
I remember
like why not?
We didn't have the podcast going back then, but when the first one came out, I remember you being like, Jandler, you got to watch this. The movie is absolutely terrible, but there's just action that like
it's like non-stop action and like boom.
You're like, yeah, it makes no sense. It's not about a story. It's just about. I remember you like that's the cool part. It's not about the story. It's just about people dying and one-liners and everything. But
like one of my favorite Rambo of all the Rambos is like the second Rambo, not the first one, but the second one where like he's like in a jungle and he's like some ferry boat guy who takes people on tours.
Yeah,
and then somebody gets like kidnapped, and then they're like, we need your help. And he's like, I don't want to help. And then he decides, I'll help. And he goes and he just destroys half the jungle with like a 50 caliber machine gun. He's all, and you see trees getting destroyed. Guys get hit with a bullet and their leg flies off. And it's like, yes, it's not real. It's a movie. Let it go.
Hot Shots Part 2, when like Charlie Sheen was doing it, and he's like shooting and they're doing like this body count thing. Like on he was like making fun of like that, like all that, you know. But
Hot Shots Part 2 is a good one. Tropic Thunder, amazing movie because it's like it just makes fun of stuff and it's just funny.
I like Tropic Thunder. I was talking to another friend of mine recently, and I was like, those kind of movies you can't make nowadays, you know.
No, that's why I'm interested to see what Spaceballs 2 is going to look like.
Oh yeah, is it going to be? You know what? I need to go see that Naked Gun. I want to see it. Like, you know, I haven't seen because I didn't want to see it because I'm like, dude, I love the originals. I know it's not a remake, but it's like I'm like it doesn't have the same guy in it. You know, Liam Neeson's cool, but I didn't think of him like funny like that. By the way, apparently he's dating Pam Anderson, who looks way different now. Like just
Pam Anderson. I didn't have a lot of like chick posters on my wall, but I had a Baywatch poster on my wall. I've seen some pictures of her on social media.
Uh-huh.
And I know that 1995, we would not have 2025 Pam Anderson on his wall.
30 years later, you know, but yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some ladies that look like there are some like older ladies. Now, granted, she's not super older, like she's our age, but like Jessica Alba in her 40s still looks good.
So I haven't seen Jessica Alba, you know. But I know it still looks good as like Jennifer Lopez still looks good.
Oh yeah,
Jennifer Lopez still looks good.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Hello.
Yeah. Like there are some people that are still taking care of themselves and like
Elizabeth Hurley.
Fake-ish.
Remember Elizabeth Hurley from Austin Powers?
Yeah,
she's like mid-50s at least or something. I think she's still gorgeous, you know. But
yeah, so like there's still people out there that are taking care of themselves. It is one of those things that I'm curious whether Miss Anderson perhaps looked like that originally. It's just the makeup took care of some business because I've known some ladies that like makeup does wonders, and you're like, oh, who are you? And it's like, oh, you didn't have the face paint.
Like good light, bad light, Jerry.
Good light, bad light, good makeup, bad makeup, all converge at the same time.
You know, I like how we did get a little positive note here after the end of What's Chapping, Choey.
I'm just saying, like we gotta keep like realistic. Just gotta keep life's gotta be real. Pray to Jesus, everybody.
Keep it real. All right, Choey, you want to do the socials?
Yeah, I mean I can't. Just remind me which one. Like the two that are the twos are.
All right, I'll do it since you're not looking at it.
No,
I got
no,
it, Joey.
I'm okay. Sorry.
No, I'm just messing with you, dude. No, I'm looking at it too because I don't remember. So please follow us on TikTok and X at Choey and Jan, Choey, in the letter, Choey, the letter N, and then Jan. Choey and Jan 2 is our threads and Insta. So they're like connected. So that's Choey, the letter N, Jan, and then 2 TOO. And then you can find us on YouTube and Facebook. But they're both at Jandler being there, just so you know, or just look up the Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. I'm telling you, man, you look up Choey and Jandler. We've done it enough, but there's a lot of Choey and Jandler on YouTube that it's not really that hard to find once you start doing that. Sounds like you're typing right now.
I am.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug. Is that cool with you?
Pull it.
All right.